All right, we're going to start with the numbers. So if we have a look at East Gwillimbury, a year ago, February 21, we had 139 new listings come to market, 85 sales through the month, and 64 active listings, which would have carried over into March 2021. January, we had 69 new listings come to market, 40 sales, 39 active listings, which moved into February 22. Now, in February in the GTA, we had a big upswing in the amount of listings coming to market. So we had 121 in East Gwillimbury, 67 sales, and 77 active listings, which are carrying over into, as we see here, March. So buyers, this is something to pay attention to. We are starting to see the active inventory build. So there is more listings hanging around. If we're looking at the money, $1,165,000 was the average sale price across all home types a year ago. That rose to $1,662,000 in January 22, currently trending at $1,633,000 is the average sale price across all home types in East Gwillimbury. The SNLR, or sales to new listings ratio, also known as the absorption rate, tells us what percentage of homes that are coming on the market each month are actually selling. So 61.2% of the homes that came on the market a year ago sold. 58% in January, currently trending at 55.4. Now, interesting to note, if you're talking about what's a buyer's market, what's a seller's market, when you're looking at numbers between 50 and 60, typically we would consider that a balanced market where there's enough supply to meet the demand. When you're below 50%, which would be indicative of a buyer market, it is there is more supply than there is demand. And then correspondingly, when you're over 60% would be a seller's market. And so there is more demand than there is supply. So, we're hovering right now in that between 50 and 60%. So buyers, this should open up some opportunities for you right now. And again, we're seeing that through the amount of listings coming out, but we're also seeing it through the amount of active inventory hanging around. So there certainly is some opportunities there. Now, these two are always going to be opposed to each other, sales to new listings ratio and months of inventory. So as months of inventory goes up, you're going to see sales to new listings ratio go down and so on and so forth. So if we look at months of inventory remaining, which tells us if no other homes came on the market after today at the current rate of buying, or the current rate of consumption, as we like to say, how long would it take to zero out the inventory, completely deplete it? So in February 21, we had 0.8 months of inventory. We had 1 month of inventory in January, currently trending at 1.1. So again, we're seeing this through the numbers, right? You're seeing the inventory levels climb, so you're seeing the absorption rate go down. And then you're seeing it here because when you're looking at months of inventory, your active inventory or active listings divided by sales. So we're not taking into account any new listings. So again, we're seeing that that inventory level climb up. So buyers, this is a good thing for you. Something to pay attention to. Certainly it is for sellers as well, but certainly, from the amount of buyers I speak with that have been getting a little bit, what do we call it, like frustrated with the market, certainly this presents some opportunity. Sale price to list price ratio, homes selling at 108% of ask a year ago, 113.7% of asking in January, currently trending at 118.7. I've said this in other videos. Definitely, when you start seeing the numbers in around here, they 118, 120, 130, definitely a little bit overstated. There's been a natural inclination for agents and sellers to underprice their home when listing it to what its actual market value is. So these numbers do get a little wildly overstated. So again, I wouldn't base your real estate decision on this. And I speak to many buyers and many sellers that look at this number as, what is going on? The market's exploding. It's actually not exploding. It's just people underpricing homes to what they're actually should be priced at. Days on market to get a home sold, 12 a year ago, 9 in January, currently trending at 9. So I know there's a lot of info here. If you have any questions about how any of this would pertain to your house in East Gwillimbury or anywhere else, or you're considering making a change this year and just have some questions about the market, feel free to reach out to me and I'd be happy to chat with you. Take